Hey guys, it's Michelle with Complete Wellness, and today I want to talk to you about being more unconditional. No matter what's going on, being unconditional and not tied to the circumstances that you're in. You know that coworker you can't stand, and that boss that's impossible, and your ex who flaunts around town with their new someone. Every time you get upset about those things, you need to realize that you are making a conscious choice to give your power up to them. I'm not perfect either, so I can lapse, but catching it as quickly as you can before it gets a hold of you, before it gets some raw, hateful, bad energy put out there. That's the key. And once I started understanding or putting it in terms that this person that pissing me off or has control over my 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, I am actively giving them permission to steal from me moments of life. We have a finite amount of time in this lifetime. And so what you're saying, this 5 minutes or 5 hours or whatever amount of time that you're giving over to being pissed off at this person, and let's be honest, you're pissed at them, what do? You want to text your buddy who's going to want to hear all about it again and then give their 2 cents, so now you stay pissed off about it. And what was an interaction that may have taken a minute, now it's your entire day. And that day, when you lay down to sleep, you have to be accountable. You gave them that power. And I hate to be the one to break it to you, but most of the time, the person that you are hating on, the person that has pissed you off, and the person has stolen your good mood for the day that you allowed them to take from you, probably doesn't even care. They don't know about it, and if they did, they couldn't care less. The boss that you work hard for and you feel like you deserve more from might feel like you can go get another job. Bye. And here you are, all wrapped up with stress and anxiety about something that you control what you focus on, and you're deciding to focus on their bad behavior and let that steal more moments from you than what the actual moment did. You are the product of all of your past choices. And it's a hard pill to swallow, but it's also really great news. Because if I can decide how I'm going to allow your behavior to affect me, then I can write my ticket for life experience. If I can decide you cut me off in traffic isn't going to ruin my day, I have just improved my life. Or I can say, I'm going to follow your ass to wherever you're going, and I'm going to get out and I'm going to yell at you, and then I'm going to feel vindicated, and I'm going to get back in my vehicle and call 5 people I know and tell them how awesome I was. And this weekend, when all my pals get together, I'm going to tell that story. All right, well, that person you flipped off, that person that you had to say what you had to say, what if you knew you were going to die in a week? What if you knew next Tuesday was your out day? How much would it matter to you then? Would you really block out a whole minute or hour or week to be upset at this person? So the idea of not being conditional, as in, I don't mean love your kid, love your spouse. I mean being unconditional and that you're not tied to any circumstance or any person. Then you take back control over your life. You take back control over your life experience. Even when bad things happen, you get stuck in traffic, weather's not perfect, that's okay. Because if you make a decision that that stuff isn't going to steal from you any more time on this earth than you already have allotted to you, it doesn't matter. When you can only be happy on Friday, when you can only be happy when you're on vacation, when you can only be happy if everybody will do what I'm telling them to do, no wonder you're stressed out. Are you tired? No wonder. I like to use a tactic, and I know it's not practical. I've had office jobs just like anybody else, and I've had to be in the vicinity of people that I wouldn't go have a beer with. But I had to be there. And in those circumstances, I know it's not practical to always leave. And I've said that of family reunions, gatherings where you don't get along with your family. I have a different opinion about that. To me, blood is no different than my friends. Behavior, actions, how do you treat me? That's how I decide whether you're going to be close to me in my life or not. Not because we share DNA. Ridiculous. You're bringing me stress, causing my life to go more roughly than it needs to be. Bye. I don't care. Yeah, we're cousins or siblings or whatever. Anyway, when you are forced to be around, whether it's on the job or Thanksgiving or whatever, be around people and take in BS that you don't necessarily want to be taken in. One, I like to start off with spinning that, because nothing pisses off someone who is pissed off more than you spinning whatever they're all upset about. They're bringing to you some problem. I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. Oh my God. And you finding the silver lining in that is going to make them very quickly decide they need to go talk to someone else. That's the first tactic. Second, if that's not effective, if quiet, silence is your only retreat, because I'm in meetings sometimes and half of it either doesn't apply to me, or I've heard it before, or I don't really care. I'm doing what I need to do. And so splitting awareness is a trick I like to use that gives me some relief, some freedom in the moment. And you can't be on your phone, you can't be obviously distracted. But while I'm listening to the BS that I feel is BS, I split my attention to images, to, I think about good times that I've had. I think about what I'm going to do this weekend. I think about whatever it is that's going to bring me personal joy. That I'm still here. I'm still physically here, present in the room in this meeting. But in my mind, I'm on a surfboard in the ocean. Or, I'm cracking up with friends at a cocktail party. Also, same thing when I'm starting to feel stressed out. Maybe I'm on the phone with a client and they're not hearing me, or whatever the case, I can feel the anxiety in me rise. If it's a situation where a person's not looking at me, where I can physically split awareness, I'll look at pictures of the ocean. I'll look at pictures of my cat. And that to me is an effective tool.